About 2 months before all of this happened, I had a dream. The Lord gave me a dream, actually. In the dream, I was working, and I overheard my co-workers in the dream talking about me, and they were planning to do me great harm. By the grace of God, the Lord provided a way where I escaped that job. I escaped the place where I was at. And that was the end of the dream. The guy that turned on me went to jail after the police officers took him to jail. The brother, his youngest brother, was not happy about that. And the funny part about it was when, as soon as the brother started changing on me, the youngest brother started to do a switch as well. And I have done nothing to them but try to be respectful. Now, if I did cause an offense, if I did offend them, I try to work it out to be I try to be peaceful about it. My intentions was never to leave on a bad note. And I told the brother that ended up betraying me because he was listening to his girlfriend. I was like, look, bro, you listening to your girlfriend, she's going to get you in trouble. And I turned to the brother, the youngest brother. I said, bro, you listening to your brother, he's going to get you in trouble. After the brother went to jail, and about like 5 o'clock or 5:30ish, that's the time where the youngest brother got off from work. And I was with the sisters. Now, I just want to say this. The problem that I have with the sisters is because about a week ago, they called their judge from their hometown, either Fred, Texas or Jefferson, Texas or something like that. His name is Judge Moore. They called him because they wanted to see what kind of rights I had, because they knew that I was trying to look for a place peacefully. They seen how verbally abusive and how violent the brother had became. And so they were wondering hey, and like I said, and I thought that was very nice. Now, after they talked to the judge, they took me on a ride, and they were like, you have rights and stuff like that. And the judge basically said, if the guy continues to hinder me from saving up and finding a place, he could be in serious trouble. Also, too, if he continues to get violent, you need to call the cops. You need to call the cops. They were the ones that were pressuring me to call the cops. Now, after the joyride and all that stuff, then fast forward to the youngest brother getting upset because the oldest brother went to jail. Now, don't get me wrong. I understood why he was angry. That's the only brother out of their father and their mother. That's the only brother. Their other brother passed away, unfortunately. And so, that's the only brother that he has. And I get that, you loved him, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and allow a man to put his hands on me, and I'm honoring what he wanted me to do. So he decided to take matters in his own hands, and I'll show you guys the video. Before then, we went to the gas station because they were kind of fearful of what the brother was going to do because he was not happy. And then after we went to the gas station, this is what happened. I seen him by my vehicle.
It's private property.
Tim, you can't do
It's
that.
on my property,
Tim.
so I can get rid of it.
Tim,
My detective determined that was a lie.
please don't do this. I got stuff in there.
I don't give a shit
Tim,
what you got in there.
don't.
In the entry.
Don't go in my car. Tim, please don't go.
Your car's open.
Yeah, but
not locked.
don't go. I got animals in there, please. Tim, please. Please. Tim. Tim. I want y'all to look, see what happened. He went inside my car without my permission. He pulled it, I call it towed it, to the middle of the street, put it in the middle of the street where it's blocking cars. Then only that, it wasn't his property. The house and everything else belonged to his sister. So, just like I did with the first brother, I ran to the neighbor's house because my phone, it was dying, and like I didn't expect it to happen. And I end up asking my neighbor, hey, can I please call 911? He's messing with me again. Now, before that, the officers that dealt with the oldest brother, the guy that turned on me, this guy told me, if they keep messing with you, call the cops. Even if it's little, call the cops. And that's exactly what I did. Now, I didn't know the difference between 911 and the sheriff's office. Sheriff's office is like a non-emergency. The 911 is emergency. It's obvious. So after my neighbor, he said that the reason why he's calling sheriff's office because he thought that they were going to come quicker, which is cool. Gotcha. The sheriff office. So I talked to them on the phone, and they gave them my information, and I told them what was happening, and and they said that let the they'll let the sheriff deputy know what's happening. About 20 minutes later, I'm looking around like, okay, why is nobody here? 20 minutes later, the guy that called the sheriff office, they called him back so they could speak to me. I get on the phone, and it's Deputy Ashley Rader. And this is how the conversation started. Hi, this is Deputy Rader. What seems to be the problem? So I told her my situation. I was like, yeah, earlier I called the cops because the older brother was putting his hands on me and his sister. And, and I thought he had a gun because he's been scaring me with guns. And that's why I assumed he had a gun. And I thought he shot, and I heard a big boom, and I thought he shot his sister. And I called the cops. Now his little brother is upset with me, so he went inside my car without my permission, dragged it in the middle of the road, and left it there. And my battery is dead. Even if you try to jump it, it's dead. So, can y'all please come up here? This is what Deputy Ashley Rader said to me on the phone. There's nothing we can do. Okay, so just put your vehicle back on the yard, because there's nothing we can do. And I was like, ma'am, now, like I said, we don't have, like I told you on the previous documentary, we don't have, where I'm from, where I stay, we don't have a police department. So it's the sheriff's office we have to depend on. If we need the cops to come, we have to call them to come down there, and it's 30 minutes from where I'm at. I understand that the sheriff was like, when it comes to small towns, let it be only for emergencies, and I get that. But at the same time, I'm not calling you to waste your time. I'm calling you to handle the situation. He committed a crime, and I have the video of it. I'm fixing to hang up on you. I said, you can do whatever you want to, but I'm gonna call you again. I'm gonna call you again until you come. And then eventually, we kept arguing, kept butting heads, and then she was like, well, here I come. That should have been your response in the first place. And I gave the phone to my neighbor.